Hey guys, Dan back here with PDX Auto Works. Got I believe it's a 2010 BMW X5. Yes, BMW X5 diesel. And the customer complaint is we got no turn signals. We got no power windows, and when you put it in, oh, we also got that light system. When you put it in drive or reverse and try to back up, it automatically kicks you in park. Secure vehicle against rolling. So let me grab the scanner, we'll plug it in, and we will see if there's any codes and what's talking and what's not talking. 121,000 miles on it. So we have the passenger side headlight working, and driver side headlight does not work. Alright, got the auto fired up. And we will auto detect the VIN. Right, E70 3.0 diesel, 2009. Right, diagnosis, auto scan, we'll let it run through and detect all the modules. Alright, so one fault in the VTG transfer case, one fault in the ABS, DSC, 3 in the combi. Gear selector switch, one fault. Con controller, one fault. Driver seat module, one fault. Trailer module. Okay, so scrolling through this list, I do not see the FRM2 module, the footwell module, which controls all the lights and windows and different things like that. Be careful when you scan. Unfortunately, this scanner, and I wish they did this, so if anyone that works at Autel is listening to this or watching this, if the scanner knew what modules this vehicle was supposed to have and would give you a no communication no communication fault, that would be great, because this vehicle has the footwell module, the FRM2, but it is not communicating, and you know that because it did not find the module and did not scan it. So what we can try to do is, well, hold on, let's just double check these codes. Alright, so in the transfer case, oil wear. In the ABS, dynamic stability control code control unit. In the combi, this is helpful. No message, receiver, instrument cluster, transmitter, FRM. Another one, lamp condition, transmitter FRM. So that gives you some direction. Gear selector. That's probably why it's popping back into park, because it's having an error receiving its inputs from the FRM. For instance, what I think is happening is it thinks the door's open and it automatically wants to kick it back into park. Here's another one. Dimming error, receiver con, transmitter FRM. Fault, normalization, longitudinal seat adjustment. Probably just needs to be reinitialized. Another FRM transmitter fault. Another FRM fault for not having the FRM online. So yeah, some direction here. I think if you didn't know about this car and you just looked at these codes, you would see, uh-oh, we're missing the FRM. But we will back out here. We'll go to control unit. I'm pretty sure it's going to be body. There we are, FRM2. Device unable to communicate with the control unit. So what we'll do next is we'll get some repair information up, find out where this FRM lives on this vehicle. We'll pull up a wiring diagram to get powers and grounds, find out what fuses control it, and we'll get to the module, check powers and grounds, and we'll go from there. Alright, we got all data pulled up here. I just searched footwell and clicked on the footwell module. So this should give us an idea of where it's located. So looks like the brief component description. The footwell module is located in the footwell on the driver's side. The footwell module and the junction box electronics control the power window drives. So it looks like the footwell module is left kick panel under the dash. Block diagram for the E70. So let's see here. System functions. The footwell module picks up the signals from the doors and controls the lighting. The footwell module is also the interface to the instrument panel. Depending on the equipment version, the footwell module picks up the following signals: ride height sensor, reversing light switch, brake lamp switch, hazard warning flasher switch, light switch, driver's door switch block, door contacts, driver's door lock. And then the following functions are controlled by the footwell module: communication between the LIN bus and the body can, storing vehicle order, exterior lights, exterior mirrors, interior lights, central locking, front power windows. So, yep, that is definitely where our problem is. The FRM2 footwell module is down, and that's why none of this stuff is working. So let me get a wiring diagram pulled up, and we'll have a look at that. And we'll get to the module, which I believe is down under there. And we'll do some powers and grounds checks and go from there. Alright, here's the wiring diagram. I believe this diagram only shows the footwell module. Yes, so it's 2 pages. You can see fuse F34 30 ampere, fuse F33 30 ampere in the junction box under right side of dash. And then looks like there's another hot at all times rear power distribution box, fuse F96 40 amp. And then we have fuse F23 40 amp. Also, we have a ground on pin 47. X1108 there. So we have one ground for sure. Let's see if we have another ground on pin 33, X173. And another ground on pin 18, X1108. So 4 powers, what, 3 or 4 grounds? Let me check on this, whoops. Let me check on this guy over here. Yeah. So we'll get to the module right now, down there, and I will unbolt it from the side of the interior frame because the wiring is not friendly to back probe. We'll just let it kind of hang down, and we'll do our powers and grounds checks and see if we're missing anything. All right, so I have a visual, or I guess they call it a graphic, shows installation location on E70. So that's where the fuse box is. You can see it folds down. So anyways, I was looking for it earlier, so I took that side one off. There we go, lights on. And I just took this bottom cover off, and you can see that green Phillips head. I believe that is what needs to be undone for that to fold down in order for me to get access to the fuses. So let me see if I can do this while I loosen it up. Pull down, there we go. There's our fuses. Not very friendly to check them, but let's go back to this diagram here. And let me zoom in. So fuse 34 is a 30 amp and 33 is a 30 amp. So we'll check those guys to see if we got power. Man, I have no idea what is what here. I guess I'm gonna have to try to find a layout and see if we can sometimes they're numbered, but I don't see any numbers on them. So let me figure out what's what here, and we'll get the test light connected and key on and make sure we have power on these fuses. So tough to find a fuse box diagram on ALLDATA. I never have any luck, so I just go on Google and I type in E70 X5 fuse box diagram. Here we go. They come up with multiple different websites. They've got them numbered there. There's a drawing, and then you have the legend. So I believe we said F23, if I remember correctly, was one of them. Yep, F23, 40 amp, footwell control unit. So let me turn on the light here, and we'll check. I don't know if you can see it. It's a pain to get to, but that's one side of the F23 fuse, 40 ampere. Let's check the other side if I can get to it. Yep, so we got power there. I don't remember the other ones off the top of my head, but I'm just gonna scroll down and hopefully, yep, there we go. F33 and F34, both 30 amperes. So let's see here. 33 and 34. Sorry for the glare. They are on the right side. I believe they are these two right here. So there's one. Oops, sorry. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. So we got good power at the fuses, according to this diagram. And I do believe, Yeah, we got another one. That F96 40 amp rear power distribution, right side of rear engine compartment. Coming to terminal 30. All right, let me get to that one so that we can double check all these before we go to the module. And the last fuse, F96, that guy there. So let me lift up this cover. Let's see if I can do this for you guys. Got a good ground right there. Here's the 40 amp fuse. Test light good. Both sides of the fuse. So we know that all of our fuses that power the FRM are in good shape. So now let's get over to the module.